24 cars, second time back-to-back here. WD-40 Townsville SuperSprint. Episode 4. We saw a new hope yesterday. Can Triple H strike back on the streets of Townsville in the searing heat of North Queensland? Great start, Jamie Whincup. Just like we saw last week, he's got the number over his teammate. Ripping down towards turn 1. It's over 600 metres before we find the brake pedal. Who wants to spring an aggressive move down here at turn 2? Van Gisbergen covers off Mostert. This opens up the door for Davison to go around the outside.
And they all moved to the inside today. They learnt the lesson. In fact, Fullwood tried to pull that move on Kostecki right at the end of the braking zone for turn 2. On the outside, Davison. Does he keep it off the fence? He does. Nice job. Spin for Percat.
Oh, wow, they miss him. Great heads-up driving to avoid the stranded South Aussie at turn 3. We saw in Super 2 how bad that can be with cars backed up there. Pushing and shoving, Courtney's off the road. Coulthard's got damage to the left front. Putting 2 and 2 together here. I wonder if he was involved in what happened down there at turn 3.
Yeah, so he's actually, of the field, he's dropped the most amount of spots other than Percat, who was involved in that drama at turn 3. So Percat's down 12, but Smith's up the most. He's up 7. And as you said before, Will Brown down 7.
Here we go.
This is pretty wild, isn't it? You don't normally get 2 cars through there together. I think McCauley's just going to take a little breath here. That was clever. Macca just backed it off then because he thought there was going to be an issue. How's Fabian's run with early lap damage? That car again, the left-hand front, this is the same from yesterday. They are only just. There's Macaulay Jones in the runoff. That's down at turn 3, I think you'll find. So unfortunate for Macca. It was caught up a little bit early. And he's trying to get reverse, and this is a nightmare sometimes to get reverse. He's actually locked the front wheels, and then it's just bumped the fence on the left-hand side just gently, but then he knew that he couldn't turn it at the corner. He'd end up in that tyre bundle, and now he can't engage a gear, and you can see the frantic look on his face trying to understand the mechanism. Oh, here he got it now. He's flicked it. Can he get it around? He will do now, and he's clear. So you have to look for the flag marshal. Before you drive back out, you've got to find the nearest flag marshal, and they indicate if you're clear. So Macca at that point just being able to rejoin. This is the lap before. Check this out. Chad and I were taking a deep breath when he arrived at the turn 10 exit against the fence. Repco replay showed that beautifully. Look at the face, the concentration for Van Gisbergen. The previous stop was the new winner. 8.2 seconds it was for those 3 tyres.
Now, will they go for 2 and get the quicker pit stop, or go for 3 and have the quicker overall pace? I only see 2 out there for now. 2 tyres, shorter pit stop, might get the jump.
I would say for sure. There's Whincup in the background. So he's going to be comfortably in front, Shane Van Gisbergen. But there will be a pace disadvantage. The left-hand front tyre, the loaded front tyre, does a lot of work. So in the first little phase of this, it won't be too bad. But as the race unfolds, that left-hand front tyre for Whincup will be an advantage. Whincup is right there, and he got blocked. Oh, his teammate blocked him. So if you think there's not vigour and genuine challenge between these 2 guys, there certainly is. Van Gisbergen did not allow him down the inside when Whincup had a beautiful run. He's still coming. It still might happen, but it's going to take some work. That was not a gift, was it?
He's made his intentions clear.
Yep.
Just like they did last week, they're going to race each other. They're going to make each other work for it today.
He's got to be able to come off here, minimise the wheel spin, get it parked, flick to the right, and then go back to the left. He was too far up. They bumped again. They bumped again. Now he's going to get alongside, but he'll be on the wrong side of the road. Van Gisbergen's got the inside run for turn 2. This is great stuff. Absolutely world-class motorsport.
They're from the same garage, but they're determined to fight it out on the racetrack. Van Gisbergen's got the sit down at turn 2. Can Whincup swing it back?
Turn back, turn back. No, he was in there too deep, and Shane did that purposely. He left it there before he turned it at the corner.
So Will Brown reporting a wheel issue on this car, potentially
I don't know what's broken, but I know my steering wheel is like the car's loose, and I can't seem to turn left at all.
Yeah, I have to turn left 3 times around here.
So somebody dives around the car.
It's actually got a drama with a column there. You see with the column too?
Just wiggle the wheel in.
So what's this?
Oh.
Have a look how much. Yeah, so that play in the steering column, no good. So it's probably hurt the bottom joint, the apex joint at the bottom where it meets the steering rack or through the firewall. As Goddard now looks like he's got some power steer issues. Car 35.
Petter's $28 brake steering suspension check will fix that up for Will Brown on that car. Big more than that, I'm afraid, from the crew at Erebus down there at the moment.
Now, there's dead set some arguments. I'm listening to the radio between Van Gisbergen's engineering group and Jamie's. They're all arguing about giving up the spot and what's going to go on here. So Wes and David Couchy, there's a fair bit of drama going on down there. They're leading, but there's a fair bit of drama. Oh, contact. How's this?
Oi.
Waters, forward, Reynolds, and a little bit of crossover action. They're going to get sandwiched.
Oh, my gosh.
That's about 230 or 240K. And I don't want to be on the outside. David Reynolds, nice job to get that car stopped. That was vigorous.
Bryce Forward was watching that gap close at the edge of his vision, and he never got out of the bucket. He'll lose the 2 spots, but gee, it wasn't the lack of bravery. Will Davison applying the pressure to Chaz Mostert. Can he hang on? Can he show some defensive nous like we saw from SVG early in the race? Just about 2 kilometres of action left in this one. Cannot wait to hear from the 2 Red Bull drivers off the back of what was a pretty spirited little fight between the 2 teammates.
It certainly was. So now it's the setup. It's give yourself 2 chances. You've got to come through 5 and 6. So there's Van Gisbergen leading. He's a bucket load of ground up the road. 4 seconds, in fact, up the road on Whincup. They're out of control. They've exit stage left for those 2 cars. You've got to set this up now. So 7 and 8. He's got to come off here off 8 with a run. He's got to get through 10 and give himself a chance at 11. If he can't get it done at 11, he's got to get down the inside for 13. So I'm sorry we're not showing you the leaders because this is the back of the podium. He can't get down there now. This is going to be the spot down to here as Van Gisbergen comes out of the final corner.
Let's watch them come home once again. Shane Van Gisbergen, after 300 points last week, adds another 100 to the tally. And they forget their woes. But how about Will Davison? Whincup second, Mostert third, Will Davison fourth. Couldn't quite get him, but a good scrap all the way to the checkered flag. But it's race 18 and another 1-2 that finishes car 97, car 88. And another 100 points to the tally, extends that championship picture back out slightly. And off the back of a difficult day at the racetrack yesterday, Red Bull Ampol Racing go 1-2 once again. Similar order to what they were last week. Just like yesterday, Chaz Mostert is back on top. And he's on the podium again. Well done to Chaz and the Walk and Sharon Andretti United team. A huge turnaround in form. And Todd Hazelwood, season best result for Todd, inside the top 5 for the first time in 2021. Remember, there are contract negotiations aplenty down there at Brad Jones Racing, so that'll help his cause out further down the pack. Nick Percat, what a recovery. He was 24th at the end of lap 1. He got back to 15th after being turned around down there at turn 3.
Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
nice
a really
job.
good drive.